Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So continue with the previous video. Now we will run this code and see how the data is sending and we can receive the same data. So here as names given to the file one port and we are checking with the echo. So I have a shorted TX and the RX pin means 2 and 3 pins, and now we can send on the same port and we can read the same data using the same port. Now we will run this code. Okay, so now our code is running and we are sending some data and we getting the same data here. Now here we are printing the com5 name here as we are given the com5 and the data to be sent. So we have a store here in string 1 like a hello world, and now we have printed here the same data. So here we get the same data, and again in the receive data we observe that we got the same string here. As using the serial dot write command we are sending the this string data, and using this serial dot read line we are receiving the same data here. Now we will do one thing, now I have a connected 2 USB to serial connected to my machine, so we can check here the COM port assigned to this. So I going to device manager. Okay, so one USB to serial communication port is connected to COM5 and the second one to the COM6. So now we will sending the some data on the COM5 and we are receiving the same data on the COM6. So already I have written code for receiving and sending the data. Okay, then now we will run this. So here to check the continuous data I have a put here in a while loop, and that given condition is never satisfied, so this code is continuously running. So on the previous code we have a like a reading and the sending the data on the same port. Now we will read data from the com6, so we have given like same the command like serial, and we have assigned that com6 and the baud rate is 9600. I purposefully have given time sleep for the 1 second because in this case we can able to see the data is means the printed data we able to see. So I have given the purposefully here the time sleep. Now we will run this file first. Okay, so here code is running and we are getting this com6. So on the com6 there is no, data is not nothing data is receiving it, so there is nothing is printed here. Now we will run the second file here, send serial data. Here also same, I have just put it here the passing some parameter like the com5 again bordered same serial name. So for the confirmation purpose we are printing here this serial port name. Now here the we are sending some data, so again we are one string variable and there we are store the hello world. Now again we are printed that sending data, and we have again here given the 1 second time sleep, and we are writing that string data on the com5 and we are closing that particular port. Now we will run this code as well. Okay, so both the file is now running. So again both the code is running in the while loop and this condition is never satisfying, so it is now continuously running. So we can check that we are printing the com file name and the data which is sent here. Now this on that run this terminal port we are getting for this send serial data here. Now we are switching to this read serial data. So here now we get the So we are printing here the com6 and we getting the that receive data means the from the read line function. So data is said on the com5, we are reading from the com6. So basically this is a for the explanation purpose, but we when we check the real-time application, so on the serial port we get the data from the different controller or the different sensors as well. So for this we need a basic information is like that controller or that the sensor is connected which in the which port, and the how much baud rate is defining that particular controller or that particular sensor. So once that parameter we get, we can put here and we can read that data. So on the explore means on the RS2 there are different parts and the encoding methods also there. So on a deep we can check that later also, but the basic things that we can able to communicate with the different controller and the different sensor with the serial Pyserial library. Thank you.